So I have been posting about my typing speed, which is over 100 words per minute, and I think maybe I should give you some kind of hint as to how I achieve that. And as you can see on the screen here, this is MonkeyType. This is what I use for me to basically increase my typing speed. And I'm looking at the record here on my journal, and I can see that my typing speed basically goes from 85 words per minute 85 words per minute, and it finally goes to up to about 99 words per minute, so very close to 100. And that is really, quite typical for me, uh, for this thing over here. And there's a certain exercises that I do for about 6 weeks. Basically, I noticed that when I do exercises, it there's a humongous improvement, steady improvement for 6 weeks, and then it kind of level off. There's still improvement, but little by little. So this is what I do. Basically, I set up over here words, 50 words at a time, basically, and you can use longer, which is 100, just to try. But I like to do it 50, which is short enough that I can do it quickly. And the idea is for me to, first of all, just to get started over here, and I want to type it as fast as possible with lots of mistakes. So let's begin. As you can see over here, the raw is 109, but the effective rate is only 73 words per minute. And I do want to make a lot of mistakes like that. This is basically represents my potential, and this is represents my effective effort. And if you can see over here, this thing over here, you can say practice meets practice slow, practice both. So I'm gonna do practice both. So this is first review, and I'm gonna practice both, and it will have about 100 words to type in. I probably should move this someplace else. Right, but there you go. All right, let's go. And you want this to be 100% accurate. And as you can see, it's pretty much 75 words per minute, so that's up to words per minute. Usually it's actually even slower. Uh, so 100% accuracy is actually usually slower. The reason for that is because I run into words that specifically slows me down, but that's okay. So it's nowhere near 100 words per minute, right? So I'm going to do this again. So this is step number 3. Practice slow. And let's do this. And 72 words per minute, which is consistent with the typing 100% accuracy or as close to it. I did make some mistakes here and here. And interesting here about the MonkeyType is there is an option over here to look at. Whoops, to look at over here. It says in the beginning it was 95 words per minute, but at the end it's basically slowing down over here. You can tell. So looking at the chart here, uh, going rather quickly and then kind of slowing down over here, getting tired. So that's why it works like this one, right? So that's fine. And then once I did that, basically practicing words that slows me down over here. So I'm going to do it, one more time over here. One more time over here, and basically this over here, and let's see how fast I can go. Let's try that again. All right, let's try that again. And there you go, 90 words per minute, 100% accuracy. And the reason for that is I've been building up in the last few weeks words that slows me down and basically increase my speed to a faster level. And as you can see over here, again the lines keep going down as I'm getting tired over here, as my concentration breaks down. So this is 25 words per minute, and let's do 10 over here and see how fast I can do this. Let's try that again. Excuse me. And there you go, 102 words per minute. And there's certain techniques that I learned over here. The first technique is to get a rhythm and just increase the rhythm to faster. In fact, if you type, in fact, you type same letter over and over. That's about how fast you can type, and that's your natural, typing speed. My natural speed is about 5 characters per second, so that gives me about 60 words per minute. The fact that I can do this is basically I've learned how to do words like C. That's 3 words, but when I do part, I, I do like all keys all together. I cannot like roll it down like this, except because that's a mistake right there. And the word and again, A and D, like this, roll it out like that. So a bit off, right? And that one correct. Or 2 words like this, ALL, like that. So the AL goes together, then the second L, and it that one. So like that. Move all together. Many all together. No, many have a little word finger right here. N and Y same finger. So basically, actually M and A goes together, and then letter N and then the letter Y. So that's 3 strikes over there, where basically these 2 fingers and this 1 finger right there, like that, and then R and then E goes together like that. So you can roll it down over here. So that's just a rolling technique like that, like that. So obviously that's really bad timing over here. Word uh, like that. See how now around there's just roll it out like this with form in the and then array line very sim like that. So phrases like that, and the way you roll it down over here, it really depends on the keyboard. I'm using mechanical keyboard, but you can use membrane keyboard like shallow type keyboard like Apple aluminum keyboard, for example. I used that for a while, and I was able to just send pulses of my fingertips over here to my fingertips, and I don't think pressing, I just think this letter, and it types very neatly. And I was able to get 80 words per minute, no problem, 100%. So mechanical keyboard, I need to press it down, but it's very strong, so it's not flaky or anything. So it lasts longer. Uh, the thing you have to worry about is that you make sure that your mechanical keyboard can roll, can allows you to roll your fingers. The standard keyboard can roll maybe 2 or 3 characters at once. A gaming keyboard that I use a little bit for a while before I sold it because I was moving enables me to roll 10 10 characters all at once. So all 10 fingers, press it together, and it will take it. And that's good because I can get actually faster speed with that kind of keyboard than the one I'm using right now. That keyboard, I end up getting rid of it and replace with this one because this one is smaller. This one is also mechanical keyboard, but basically this one does not take the rolling as well as the old gaming keyboard. So if you really truly want to be fast and you don't need a portable keyboard, get a gaming keyboard that can handle 10 key presses, 10 key press at one time. and that's the most important thing. So anyway, I hope you can learn something about this and on how I can basically improve my speed. And there is a question whether or not you should practice words individually, because the most important thing is that you want to have writing. So MonkeyType has basically over here quotings. So we can have actually have this thing right here. So that's my effective typing speed using quotation, using words. But you also need to know, you also need to practice how to transfer thinking process into the computer. So there's this something called send mode over here, and you should shift and enter to finish send. So this is what you do. And that's 94 words per minute basically. And that's how fast I can type that sentence. I use that sentence all the time, so that's why it's faster. But yes, you want to practice both send mode and the quote mode. And the quote can be short, which is good for really practice to see your potential over here. Medium is when I just want to practice over here, normal practice. And long when you want to train your stamina so you can type long passages without getting tired. So, and there you go. Thank you for watching, and well, I don't see you tomorrow. This is just a one-off thing. Thank you for watching.